I'm here with St. Mary's volleyball coach Mike Lester. Coach, hard to believe the season has already started. You've got the athletes all back in camp. Can you talk a little bit about what you've seen so far?
Yeah, you say it's hard to believe season has already started, but we've kind of been ready to go. I think our ladies have been anxious to get back. A lot of them came and at orientation and helped with camp, and they were ready to be here. So they were excited to get going, and so far, we're off to a nice start. We've had some testing so far and done a little serving and passing, and we know that in order for us to win this year, we're going to have to pass the ball well.
Talk a little bit, you say people are ready to get back into the season. Could some of that be the way the season ended last year? You made the MIC playoffs, but there was a lot of heartbreak in that you didn't get an NCAA bid.
Yeah, I think so. We haven't really talked about it a whole lot because we want to change that focus to this season. But I know in our returners, they really felt that they had played well enough to earn a bid to the tournament. There's a lot of deserving teams out there, and not being selected hurt a little bit, and I think that did light a fire under some of our returners.
And obviously you've got some returners that you're going to have to rely heavily on. You lost 7 seniors to graduation last year, and really you lost some extremely talented impact players.
Yeah, we did, and fortunately for us as a team, we realized that we lost several very good players, but as a team, we understand that that's what it's about. It's about our team, and so the players that are returning know that there's some roles and some opportunities for them to step in and do some big things. The nice thing is that they're experienced players to go along with our new incoming freshmen.
If you can expand a little bit on the returners and the fact that they've got to step into some roles that maybe they didn't have to have in years past when you had Sarah Gardner here and you had Jess Mate, who could kind of take the leadership role as well on the court as off. Do you see some of the returners stepping into those roles?
There's no question about it. I mean, clearly, you've got Amy Kuyak, who's always been a very good leader for us, even with those personalities and dynamic players that we had before. But, we've got some players really stepping up, off of the court leading into preseason and starting some communication with returners and freshmen and things. And Carissa Hahn is one of those that's really stepped up kind of in a little bit of a leadership role. I think that is part of the reason that our team was so anxious to get back. They realize there's some opportunity out there. They realize that we have an opportunity to be very good, and that they, or as individuals, can have some impact.
You've built a program now that really is become one of those teams in the MIC that teams like to beat. Yeah. Coming into this year, what are your expectations for this team?
It's going to be interesting. I've tried to tell everybody that'll listen to me, I think we can have a very, very good season this year. Everybody talks about all the players that we lost, but we're talking about the players that are returning, and so expectations that we have is to do the same things that we do every year, and that's compete for a conference championship. Whether we get there or not, who's to say? Sometimes you can't control that, but our plan is to be in every single conference match and to put ourselves in a position to win a conference title or make the conference playoffs, wherever the chips may fall. But I think we're going to be in that mix somewhere.
You talk about our conference, and the MIC is such a difficult volleyball conference. You look at the preseason EVCA polls, there's 4 teams ranked in the top 25. Yeah. So obviously you have your work cut out for you.
Yeah, there's no question. But you know what, Donnie, that's why these kids are in our program here at St. Mary's. A lot of them could have gone to other schools, played in conferences where they weren't going to get the opportunity to play great teams, match in and match out, and we use that as a huge positive for us. We know that when we go up to the cities, no matter who we're going to play, it's going to be very good, very competitive, and it's going to make us better. So we look forward to that.
Kick off your season September 2nd and 3rd with the Ground Round Sugarloaf Classic. Always a great tournament. You get some great teams. It's going to be the start of your season. Is that a good thing for you to get those 4 matches in?
Yeah, it's a little bit different for us this year. Typically, we will play 1 match prior to the Sugarloaf Classic, but with the way the dates fell and everything, Sugarloaf opens it up. It's always nice to open at home, and it's always nice to be at our tournament. We've got some great teams coming in, a lot of region-ranked teams, a lot of NCAA, AVCA poll-ranked teams coming in, so it should be a good test for us early in the season.
Looking forward to a great season. Thanks a lot.
Should be fun. Thanks, Donnie.